Hello, I'm back for a short video about inkjet transfer. A lot of people are disappointed that it doesn't work with an inkjet printer to transfer drawings, photographs. And to start with, well, as you can see, this jelly plate looks pretty clean, but I still want to make sure that it is completely clean. Yeah. So I advise you to do the same. So with a little bit of mineral oil, clean it thoroughly. Now I'm on the computer, and I have chosen I picked out a drawing that I made this year, and now I'm going to print it, and I'm going to put the settings for the print. I'm going to make the image a little bit smaller too. There we go. Now the settings, I'm going to put them on normal copy paper, but high, I don't know, it's called here in French qualité d'impression, so high printing quality, I suppose. And now I'm going to push the OK button, and you will hear my printer start, hopefully in a couple of seconds. Yes, there it goes. I need to do this in live with the printer that is printing, because you really need to be quick to do this. You don't need any paint on the jelly plate, so that is a real difference with the laser printing or the other transfers. Don't need any paint. The plate just needs to be clean. Now my image is printing, and immediately after that it's printed, I'm going to put it on the jelly plate so that the ink from the inkjet printer can transfer on the jelly plate. You need a high contrasted image. You can take a photograph or a drawing, but you need to work it a little bit on Photoshop so it is high contrasted. So I put it in the middle right away. I didn't even take the time to show you how it came out. Right away from my printer onto the jelly plate. Give it a really, really good rub so that it makes contact, that it's pushed in the jelly plate. Now I'm going to put a heavy book on and let this on for at least half an hour. Okay, half an hour has passed, so it's always a big surprise to see if it worked out or not. It's the first time that I'm doing it with this drawing, so let's hope. It's not sticking to the jelly plate as you are used to with paint, because there the paint is really holding the paper down, but here it's the ink from your image that needs to go on the jelly plate. So this is pretty cool. This was my image. So the drawing was not so contrasted. It was with graphite pencil. So I really pushed the contrast on Photoshop before printing it, and I had the settings on high quality. So this is now my print. I'm really happy with it. Now let's see what we can do to pull it off the jelly plate. Okay, let's get this image on paper. What did I prepare? Well, since the image is quite discreet, I've taken light colors and also my small jelly plate to spread out the paint before I'm putting it on the jelly plate, because I noticed that when you put blobs on the jelly plate, it's quite difficult to even it out and to get it exactly where you want to. So that's my way of doing this. I prepared a normal copy paper to do the print, and let's go. So, oh yes, I also prepared these blocks that I found on the flea market, and I said that maybe since we don't want it to pull away too much attention from the girl, the texture around needs to be discreet, and well, maybe these blocks like this one could just add a little bit of texture but not take away too much attention from the girl. So you will see what I mean. I think I'm going to put the lighter color on her face and then a little bit more peachy color on around her. So I'm putting these two colors on my small gel plate. Can you see that? Oh, I will put it here. There we go. And then maybe, do I need a smaller roller? No, it should be fine, should be fine. Okay, let's go. This is my Naples yellow that I love. It's not white, it's not really bright, but okay, let's go. Need to go fairly quickly though. There. So that the paint doesn't dry too much. Okay, putting on a little bit of texture around it. Just with these little blocks. And put the paper on. There we go. So now that the paper is on, I can go cleaning my brayer, which is important too, because this has to stay on for, well, at least 30 seconds. Oh no, I pushed the Baron into the paper. I hope I didn't ruin it. It's not on her face, luckily. Let's try to even it up. There we go. Okay, now cleaning my brayer. I always take an old book that can, after that, can be used as an art journal to clean my brayer. And while I don't want this paint to go to waste, so I put it on my old book, and then the jelly plate here, I am also going to put it on a page of my old book so that my jelly plate will be clean. I'm going to leave this well, for an hour or so, and that will have cleaned my small jelly plate. And I would like to leave this on for half an hour, but on the other side I wanted to show you guys also in live the whole process. So I'm just going to take off a small corner to see if it has been on long enough, and yes, it is. So slowly taking the print off, and you can see that even my signature and the date that I've drawn it. Not only is on it in detail, you can read it, but it's not in mirror. It's because it's printed, it's transferred and then printed, so the image is the same. Where is the image? The image is the same as the one that I've drawn and that I've printed out. Now I'm going to zoom a little bit so you can see that the transfer really worked well, and the blocks, the wooden blocks, did their job very nicely. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video, that you learned a lot, and that you will join my Patreon page where I explain a lot of other techniques on the Gelli plate, using them in your art journal, and also a lot about art therapy if you like that. But it's a mix of those three ingredients. Thank you so much for watching, and you will find the link to my Patreon page beneath the video and just here.